What up? What up? What up, you guys? It's Blackwing 2040. Welcome back to the DC Animated Universe Marathon, where I and my buddy Tex here go through the entire DC Animated Universe, talking about our favorite episodes and also as well the iconic episodes as well. Now, before we get started with today's commentary, we just gotta announce some unfortunate news. Iconic comic book artist Neil Adams has passed away today at the time of this recording. So it's crazy because the last recording that me and Tex and I did, we did the Demon's Quest, which is the Ra's al Ghul episode. And for those of you who don't know, Neil Adams and Denny O'Neil pretty much revolutionized Batman. A lot of people think it was Frank Miller, but he had a part in that. But really, the spotlight belongs to Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams, because those two gentlemen, they took Batman out of the campiness from all the campiness that Batman was dealing with from the 50s and the 60s into the 70s. They took something and they put Batman back to his roots and revolutionized it, re-engineered it, just gave Batman a new era, a new tone, they gave him a new status quo. And that's basically what, as comic book writers and artists in that industry, that's basically what you try to do. You try to bring a new status quo to the character. And to be honest, it's been part of Batman's status quo ever since the 70s. And it's pretty much, if it wasn't for Neil, Frank, Dennis, we wouldn't have gotten like the 1989 Batman movie. And if it wasn't for that movie, we wouldn't have gotten Batman the animated series. So pretty much, rest in peace to Neil Adams. Tex, I know you probably have some words to say. So what you got to say about Neil Adams? I know even if you didn't read any of his work, but what do you have to say about Neil Adams?
It's just a shame that a legend like Neil had to go, but I hope he went with a smile. Truly one of the icons of like both DC and Marvel. It's just it really is crazy how you never know when someone's gonna go.
Hmm.
Especially like when we were, like you say, we were just talking about him.
Yeah, it just really just came out of left field. Like it really just came out of left field. Like it was just wild. Like we're just literally we're doing commentary on a character that Dennis O'Neil and Neil Adams created, and the next thing you know, we find out the next day Neil Adams passes away. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it's a real shame, man. I think the
Yeah,
first time I saw his work was probably it was probably the Green Arrow and Green
and the Green
Lantern
Lantern.
cover. Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
Hard Traveling Heroes cover.
Yeah, I think that
And
was
I
like,
never knew who drew it, but I was like, I really do. Like, it has that style to where it's like it's old, but it's not like old and like campy old. It's like, no, this is like classic. Like, this is like peak comic book art right here, man.
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Speaking, it's a good thing that you brought that up. Dennis and Neil were pretty much the people who they gave us that new take of Green Arrow and Green Lantern. They put that real world aspect, that whole political feel of, the change of America, of the American society from like the late 60s, early 70s. They put that tone of what was going on in the real world into the comic books, and they wanted, their readers to see this. And heck, there, because of them, we got that iconic shot of Speedy almost injecting himself. Well, I wouldn't even say almost, but pretty much injecting himself with
Oh yes, of course. How
heroin.
could I forget?
Yeah, yeah,
And you know how much I love Roy, and it's like Jesus. Like, to
yeah,
think how much he's like the way he's visualized so many of my favorites. I love Hal and Roy especially, and he's like giving them some of their most like iconic posts or pages or anything like that.
yeah. And also, a special thing they did for me, I guess for me, is they're the guys, they created John Stewart.
Yes, of course. You told me that last time. Yeah.
They created John Stewart, the first African American superhero for DC Comics. So,
Who
to,
has definitely stood the test of time, man.
mm-hmm, definitely was. So, to Neil Adams, thank you so much for your work and everything that you've done to the comic book industry. You will always be in our hearts. You will be dearly missed. Rest in peace, good sir.
Rest in peace.
So, as we continue our recordings, we are going to be doing our commentary on Read My Lips. The reason why I chose this episode is because it's the DC animated universe debut of Ventriloquist and Ventriloquist and Scarface. And for funny enough, S- Ventriloquist and Scarface are just one of those obscure Batman villains that doesn't really get talked about a lot, which is very interesting to me.
I get why, because I do like them. I think they're very interesting characters, and it does go into more of the I guess the mentally ill side of Batman's rogue gallery, but
Mm-hmm.
not like there's a difference between mentally ill and being just a psychopath like the Joker,
Mm-hmm.
or even to an extent Two Face. But I think my first experience with the character was probably the Batman's version.
Okay.
Um, I always liked Ventriloquist, but he definitely does feel like a character who more times than not will be like a side piece in another villain story.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he was ever to appear in the Batman, I doubt he'd be the main villain. He'd probably be like an informant or somebody you just see as Batman walks through the asylum. I think that even was the case in the latest Long Halloween movie. You just see him. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know why they let him keep that puppet. Yeah, that's clearly where his mental health is coming
It would
through.
be a
But you know,
really interesting take to see how they would put, a live action take of Ventriloquist and Scarface. Because I know the character appeared in Gotham, but I don't like Gotham. Gotham is to me
oh,
is
I didn't
like,
even know that. Yeah, it's so weird to me that I think we must be in a minority because people I know Twitter loves Gotham apparently, but that's
ugh.
But yeah, I think they're both interesting characters. I think they're usually fun. I've never seen this episode, or if I have, I don't remember it. So it'll be a real treat to see it.
So yeah, let's get into it. Of course, we get that iconic intro. But it really would be interesting to see like a take of Ventriloquist and Scarface in like live action because we the first time I ever saw the character was in surprise, surprise, the Lego Batman video game. All these characters that like the lesser known villains like Black Mask and Firefly. Well, Firefly I first saw in whatchamacallit, the Batman, but like Black Mask, Ra's al Ghul, Killer Moth, Man Bat. All these characters I first saw in the Lego Batman video game, which is again that's where my Batman love started to kick in, like big time. So, but it would be an interesting take to see.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm generally curious because every time I see these episodes, I've rarely seen a Batman who's he never. I rarely see him physically hurt. What's his name? What's the actual guy's name?
Oh, the ventriloquist?
Yeah,
Arnold Wesker. That's his name.
I've rarely. I've rarely seen him hurt Wesker because I think most versions of Batman realize no, you were just actually mentally ill, and this puppet just ain't doing it for you.
Yeah, the puppet is the one that's really pulling the strings.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, you just like he's one of those characters I see that Bruce looks at him is like, yeah, you need actual mental health, like more than an asylum. Like, if you were to a doctor, you actually aren't a bad person.
Yeah, you need like psychiatric therapy.
Yeah, like like I mean, some other the Batman villains, I mean, they could use it, but I think a lot of them are just still genuinely bad people and all that. So
Yeah.
not why I
Yeah.
thought this episode would start.
With a boxing match.
See, if I was a betting man, I would have said this was a Wildcat episode. I'd be excited as hell. But, I would have
uh,
loved to see Ted and Bruce team up in this show, man.
Especially how the many times that Batman and Wildcat teamed up in Brave and the Bold.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Whoa, talk about jumped.
Spider-Man scene. Somebody stop him. Stop.
Stop that guy!
Not my problem. Oh man. That is a big guy, ain't it? Jesus Christ.
For real.
Okay. I guess.
Is that a
What are these guys? The enforcers? Like they
I mean,
Jesus
it's just
Christ.
three of them, so it's just like could be.
They are actually like a really I thought they were just random thugs. They seem to be a well put together group.
Yeah, you would have fooled me and said that these guys, the enforcers, it's just you don't really have like a fancy Dan.
Yeah.
Oh well, it's just two of. Okay, there is three of them. I'm like, why is it just two?
What's the third guy do?
I don't know.
He must just be the leader. The other guy's strong. The other guy's doing the freaking acrobatics.
No way.
Okay, he must just be the leader. Okay.
Wow.
That is See, what if somebody was in front of them? You know, like, so it's okay. The plan worked.
Wow.
That scared me. I thought it was a person. Okay, cool. I was like, Jesus, this show got dark.
I mean,
I hate puppets so much.
gotcha.
Look, I gotta tell you, I don't hate puppets, but I hate like marionettes. I just hate seeing them. Oh, I've never seen this design for the character before. Okay,
Oh, you've
yeah.
always seen like what the new Batman Adventures
New
design?
Batman Adventures, the Batman, even like that little tease of Scarface we got in Arkham City, but I've never seen like this version of them. Like Albert Wesker, I guess it's the same through most versions except just the art style.
Yeah.
But Scarface, sometimes he's like legit a bald puppet.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he has the whole mob outfit.
It's a mob boss looking puppet.
Good on you, Gordon. You get never mind. I thought he knew he was there, but never
He
mind.
did look to see like I know you're there.
Oh man. Nah, I'm just saying things. Nope, I'm here.
Good, like you interested in looking at the tape? Gone.
Like I saw a recent comic panel that made fun of this. It was like they were in a hallway and Jim was like, "Where could you have possibly gone? Behind the trash can?" I don't. Whatever.
I like how I forgot which episode it was. Jim was like, "One of these days, I'm gonna nail his feet to the ground."
It just leaves middle conversation. One of the best parts of that was in Zach's version Justice League 2, right? When the Flash thought it was rude.
Yeah,
That okay, so yeah, that was a Zach thing. So that was legit funny.
yeah.
That dude is just a tank, man.
This dude just one dude goes under, one dude goes over, one person literally just go through.
Oh, he even has the rhino. Okay, yeah, okay. There you go. Rhino tattoo.
Hmm.
That's such a distinctive tattoo. Why would you get like? Are you a criminal? Don't get nothing too distinctive, bro. Like I don't. It's too easy to find you. I bet you's the only person in that city with that exact tattoo. Like
Wow. He's like Batman's like got him.
how big he is too. Yeah, nah, I don't know. You got a tattoo, man.
He's yeah, he could definitely pull off as being Ox from the Enforcers for sure.
This is the great value enforcers, Rhino. Don't get washed with me.
You really think you really would think goons would actually try to at least be fearful, but I like how this guy he's like, I ain't scared of you. I'm like, oh,
Any way I please. You just said I was. You just said you weren't gonna hit him. I just. This is actually just charging. Like
he's literally
throw a punch.
charging like a rhino.
I got a hard head. Okay, so he's just hammerhead too.
Hammerhead slash whatchamacallit, Juggernaut, just minus the suit and the magic.
I saw Batman, right? He was accosting me. I don't. You keep my mother out of this.
No, I'm pretty sure a tank would.
I'm pretty sure a bullet would. Like he's not that good. Jesus, let's not over exaggerate him. Y'all live in Gotham. Y'all are going to get worse.
Gotham PD, they're not the most reliable unless it's Gordon or Harvey or Montoya.
Yeah, I don't
The
know.
only
Just a
three
guy.
reliable Gotham PD.
He's a big guy, but Jesus, pull out a gun. Yeah, like I don't. He's an easy shot too. So I don't know. Okay, I love how they play along with it. Oh, did they but actually, but they can't actually believe it. I've rarely seen like people who work for Scarface actually believe it.
So,
I think they just play along with it because I guess I do love that Scarface is actually like a really good crime boss. Like, dare I say, he's better than most of the other criminals.
better than Penguin.
Definitely. Because I feel like he doesn't punish them for simple stuff too much. Like he'll punish them, but never too much to the point
Yep.
they won't come back to work for him or can't. And it's got to be better because his you know, they actively go out of their way to play along. Oh, I did not like the Scarface design. Yeah, look at Bruce. I got the same face Bruce got. Like, he's
This better
disgusting.
be good, use mugs.
I definitely prefer the Batman's version with the bald head, but it's funny. He's actually scared of it too. That's funny. Yeah, okay. I'm digging the chemistry. God, he's a rat, isn't he? He's a rat. Other dude's a rhino. Who's the last
Yeah.
guy?
Who's the middle guy? Weasel?
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm the boss here. You talk to me. Oh, yeah, the Tommy gun, dude. If that Tommy gun actually works too,
I
despite being
feel
that small,
I feel like when they were developing this character, not for the show, of course, he appeared in the comic first. I feel like they probably took some inspiration from, I don't know if you're familiar with the Looney Tune character Rocky and Muggsy.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, like the short whatchamacallit gangster. He always talked like that. He always says,
Oh yeah, like the
"Shut
big
up."
dumb guy.
Yeah.
And I think,
Like,
oh yeah, that was the one where Bugs was like, oh my god, the coppers are here. Time to
yes,
the oven. Get to
yes,
the
yeah,
oven.
that's
Oh my god, get in, Bugs. uh, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah,
I feel
there you
like
go.
I feel like the creators of Scarface and Ventriloquist probably got their inspiration from Rocky and Muggsy. I
I
wouldn't be
think you're right.
surprised if it were.
Because I think those two are definitely like my first experience with like over exaggerated cartoon mobsters.
Shout
That
out to
man
the
is
Looney
sleeping.
Tunes. The fact that the puppet is actually sleeping is it just
Those
weird.
cookies. It would be better if he was making sounds just to wake him up. Oh,
Wow.
I'm under the sheets.
There is no way. Again, this whole character itself, it just like scares me, but just makes me wonder, like, how?
For a second, Bruce definitely thought that thing was real, didn't he?
Uh-oh. Poor Arnold.
Because look at him. He looks so.
Wimpy.
You feel bad for him because you're like, no, yeah, you actually are doing this and you don't realize why.
Yep. He's gonna do it. I mean, yeah, he's the puppet, basically.
I don't know, Bruce. I feel like he can't sell it that well. Look at it. That's actual fear in his eyes.
Uh-oh. See? First of all, how the heck he can't even move or move around
Master
without him?
ventriloquist, but good on him. I think Bruce is curious now because he knows maybe he'll only get what he wants if he plays along.
Huh. How just like the puppet's just laying there right there in the bed and ventriloquist is on the other side, not even having him around his arm. Just blows my mind. Really, really blows my
I
mind.
think that's actually like something I think I've seen like universally amongst his character. Where he always has to wipe the sweat away.
Yep. Unbelievable. Concrete boots. Yep. Oh, a good mentioning of Zatara. You never thought I'd hear that. No, I feel like Zatara would give Ventriloquist and Scarface lessons.
Oh, definitely.
Use mugs. I don't see how he would call himself smart.
Skedaddle. Premonition.
Premonition.
Don't put words in my mouth. The puns too. It was you, dummy.
It was you, dummy. Still, clever Batman to put that little speaker on Ventriloquist's bow tie.
Very much so. I don't know what I thought that was.
Regular old speedboat. At first, I thought it was like, is that the Bat boat?
That's what I thought it was too, but I was like, no, that's too many people on it.
Acid. Really, I really do feel like these guys could be definitely pass as the enforcers.
They come off as like,
Ox, you got one that looks like a rat.
because they're more than just random mooks. They seem to all actually do something specific for the group. Like one is strength, one is like dexterity. I don't know, it's just kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gold?
Yeah, probably gold.
Look very dull for gold. But hey, what do I
I
know?
guess you can't really see probably because it's night, but it was shiny, so I guess.
Oh my god. Dang, Bruce. He actually just came like no warning, nothing. He just punched him. He ate it though. Good on you, Rhino.
Took it like a champ. Good on you.
Maybe that's why he knew he had to sucker punch him. Oh man.
Uh-oh.
That would kill him.
Oh.
No. After realizing, I think I saw like a science video on why Scrooge McDucks dive into gold would kill any man. Yeah, no, that's painful, bro.
There's no, yeah, he would be dead.
Yeah, that man is wearing cloth too. Yeah. Yeah, no, you need some armor. God, they actually have to dig him out of it. I would have just left him. I would have assumed he died.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is a very creative way to do spikes instead of using actual spikes. I do love the voice he gives Scarface. Like that classic mobster.
Yep.
Okay.
Just the fact that he's trying to step on it.
Well, you could just shoot him and
Yeah.
Inside. Okay, yeah. So Bruce gets the problem,
My
but he's like
premonition was
playing
right.
along. It ain't me, boss. You're too stupid to be a
Wow.
traitor. That's fair. Oh, thanks, boss. Must be one of you two. I love how Bruce gets that. Yeah, okay. I gotta come at this from a different angle.
Yeah.
He honestly does not see that he's the problem.
Cut him loose.
Just getting old bats.
Dummy.
So what? Heard you talking to Batman. There's no way Bruce is actually doing. I didn't. Okay, that's fine. That's a funny way to take him down.
And he's
I,
actually speaking like how a ventriloquist would.
my lips didn't move. So what? You're a ventriloquist, you idiot. That wow. Okay, I wonder who taught him that.
Ice him.
Oh man, yeah, because they get like he's a good boss, but it's like how do you make it work? Like we can't
Yep.
shoot him. We kind of
Shut up. It's always, oh my gosh. I know it's just, they're supposed to be like mobs slash gangsters, but always with the Tommy guns. Always. Ooh. You could have just headbutted him.
won't be as dramatic as whatever he's going. Yo, punch, go for the face. Oh my god. This is a precursor to Bane. This is exactly what it is. I gotta understand. Oh, a good shadow work. Okay, using a mannequin as a weapon. Okay, I dig it.
Clever. Trip.
Hey, that's how you beat a strong guy. Use his own momentum against him. That's what we've seen this guy for the redheaded guy. I don't know if I saw him in like the Two-Face episode or what. But Jesus.
Oh.
Say hello to my little
Little,
friend.
say hello to my little friend.
Oh my god. So even they play along. It's so funny to me that he gets why that's a problem. He killed Scarface. If I had a nickel for every time I've seen this same setup with the ventriloquist crying over Scarface's supposed death.
It's mind blowing, and yet it's also so sick. Other personality.
He's so nice. Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yep. But of course,
oh man, yeah.
He's remaking another body. Wow.
That's a good way to end it.
Wow.
Make the actual scar. That was a fun episode. I was like, I didn't think I'd enjoy it that much because I've always seen like Scarface kind of I mean, he's not a bad villain, but he's also like, he's Scarface. And
yeah, he's just one of those villains. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that was actually fun. And seeing not just Batman, but everybody, including the mooks, play along because they're like, yeah, this guy's ill. But like Scarface is still a threat. So he's technically a threat, but just only through the puppet. So it's like it was funny.
Yep.
Like the last Thugs reaction to shooting Scarface was like actually it was genuinely funny to me.
It really, again, just the concept of ventriloquist and Scarface. The puppet is controlling the ventriloquist, and of course the puppet's pretty much doing the talking. It's just wow. Just the whole concept itself is just wow. It's unbelievable.
And, yeah, that was generally it was a fun episode.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a fun episode. Of course, we'll see these two characters again because they do have a special kind of episode in the new Batman Adventures, which we're almost to. We're almost there. We're almost there. But anyway, guys, that was our commentary on Read My Lips. Tex, where can everybody find you?
So, guys, as always, you can find me at the Detective on YouTube and Twitter.
And as always, guys, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch at Blackwing2040. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to be notified whenever I go live or whenever a new video goes up. But until then, I am Vengeance, I am Darkness, I am Blackwing. Stay golden.